Welcome, curious minds. Today we're diving deep into something really fascinating. It touches on ancient wisdom, but also very modern ideas.
Well, we're talking about that link, between our beliefs, our intentions,
Right.
and how they might actually shape our reality.
Exactly. And you sent us a great set of sources for this deep dive. We've got this really compelling interview with an Australian lottery winner, teachings from Sadhguru, which are always profound, and an insightful piece on the law of attraction, specifically focusing on gratitude and the abundance mindset.
And our mission today really is to unpack all of that. We want to see not just what these sources say about manifestation, but, how does this actually work practically?
Can we actually use this stuff?
Right. Can we find the actionable side of, let's call it, $1 million mindset?
Yeah.
We want to help you figure out how you might use these insights, to maybe bring your own desires into reality.
Okay, I'm ready. Expect some aha moments, folks.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
The connection between these different viewpoints is surprisingly strong.
Okay, let's jump in with this story. It's pretty remarkable. Gary from Australia, his journey to winning the lottery. Well, it wasn't typical.
Yep.
Back in 2008, he won, get this, $1,027 and some cents in a Monday draw. But how he got there, the lead up, that's where it gets really interesting.
Ah, the setup.
Yeah, so just a couple of months before the win, Gary reads The Secret.
Yeah, the famous one.
Right. And he admits, he thought it was far-fetched, maybe a bit out there. But he also said it certainly piqued his interest. It kind of planted a seed.
That initial spark, that curiosity, it's so vital, isn't it? It's that first step away from just, drifting. Sadhguru often talks about consciously organizing your inner world, and you can't even start if you don't entertain the possibility first. So Gary, even considering these far-fetched ideas, that was kind of his first step, opening up.
Absolutely. And he didn't just consider it, he acted on it. Inspired by a story in the book about someone manifesting like $100,000. Gary thought, okay, let's aim higher. He took a screenshot of his online bank statement.
Oh.
Used some basic editing. Changed the number to show a cool $1 million.
Wow.
Printed it out. Put it right next to his bed. And every night, he'd look at it. He said he tried to encapsulate it and get into it and believe it.
Really visualize it. Feel it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is the kicker. He said he just sort of forgot about it.
Right. That's the part people often struggle with, that letting go.
It sounds weird, right? Like you should be focusing harder.
Yeah, but it's not about indifference. It's releasing that anxious attachment. Sadhguru talks about aligning your body, mind, emotion, and your core life energies all in one direction. If you set the intention, but then constantly worry how, when, you're actually creating resistance, scattering the energy.
Yeah.
So Gary, by genuinely letting go after visualizing, seems like he achieved this powerful alignment without all that internal static, that doubt.
And this leads to maybe the most critical moment.
Yeah.
Not weeks before, but the day he bought the winning ticket.
Okay, the day itself.
He remembers being in a Kmart, feeling, financially stressed, a feeling many of us know.
Sure.
But then something just shifted. He zoned out, started daydreaming, staring into space, imagining his future with that money.
Ah, the visualization kicked in again.
But the feeling was different. He said he felt completely relaxed, completely at ease, comforted, like this magic feeling coming over me. And he specifically said the feeling of lack he had just before, it completely vanished.
Wow, that's powerful. That's the shift.
Totally. And in that state, feeling amazing, he just walks over to the news agency, buys his usual weekly random pick ticket, and get this, a woman, Sheila, he called her, cut right in front of him in line.
Oh, annoying. Or maybe not.
Right. Normally you'd be ticked off. But Gary's still on this high. He wasn't annoyed, just a little bit shocked. He actually thinks her cutting in might have helped him get the winning numbers, like timing.
That's fascinating. It really speaks to that idea that when your internal state is right, when that lack feeling is gone, even annoyances can seem like part of the plan.
Yeah.
And it lines up perfectly with the law of attraction set, like in that Be Grateful article. It stresses how crucial your feeling is. If you feel lack, you attract lack. But Gary, in that Kmart moment, he shifted. He went from lack to already having it emotionally. He generated the feeling first. That's supposedly what draws the physical thing to you. He felt like he'd already received it.
Okay, so fast forward 5 days. Draws happened. Gary goes to check his ticket.
The moment of truth.
The lady at the counter takes ages scanning it. He thinks the machine's broken.
Uh-oh.
Then she says, "You've won something." but it's really big.
Chills.
He calls the lottery agent, confirmed. $1,000,027. Gary said the whole thing felt surreal. He actually felt kind of seedy that morning before checking, almost like his body didn't believe it could happen. But after the news, he felt a little bit more oomph. Still, he wasn't totally convinced. Called head office 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah. And even drove down there to see someone face to face because he just didn't believe it.
That disbelief is so understandable. So human.
And in Australia, winnings are anonymous and tax-free. Big perk.
Oh, nice. So he got the whole amount.
The whole kit and caboodle, as you put it, paid into his account on Christmas Eve, about 2 weeks later.
Christmas Eve. What a present. But his reaction, that disbelief, it shows how even when manifestation works, our minds kind of lag behind, don't they?
Totally.
We're conditioned for a certain reality. And this brings up a really key point. What happens after you get what you wanted?
Right. It's not just happily ever after.
Not always immediately. Gary felt intense joy, obviously, but also fear. Remember, this was $1 million in 2008 during the global financial crisis.
Good point. Scary time.
He worried about losing it, scams, how to make it last. You realize pretty quickly it wasn't enough to retire and spend the rest of your life sitting in the Bahamas.
That's such a reality check. You imagine pure bliss, but then practicality hits. Does the sheer size of a win sometimes create its own problems, even after it arrives?
That's a really sharp observation, and yes, I think it absolutely can. Our minds scramble to fit this new, huge thing into our old framework. Sadhguru actually warns about this. He says if everything you ever wished for just happened, you might be finished if your actions aren't controlled and properly directed.
Wow, finished. That sounds ominous.
It's not meant to be negative, I think. It's about needing a well-established mind to handle the manifestation. If your inner world isn't ready, if fear and worry still dominate, even a dream come true can feel destabilizing.
Okay.
It might lead you to act in ways that, waste the opportunity. The power to create is amazing, but it needs conscious steering, not just reacting. True well-being needs inner stability to handle new levels of anything, including money.
That makes a lot of sense. So despite the fear, Gary kept it quiet. Only told his dad initially.
And his dad didn't believe him.
Nope, not at first. So to prove it, Gary transferred $40,000 to his dad's account on Christmas Eve.
Ah, the proof.
And this gift, Gary said, was amazing. It let his dad really dive into his photography hobby, buy new cameras, lenses.
Oh, that's lovely.
Gary was so grateful that his dad's last year, he passed away about 14 months later, was spent focused on something joyful, rather than dwelling on losing his wife, Gary's mom.
Wow. A gift of freedom, like you said, a ripple effect.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful way to frame it, a beautiful ripple effect.
Yeah.
Because it perfectly shows Sadhguru's point about seeking pleasantness. Money isn't the end goal.
Right. It's a tool.
Exactly. It's what it enables. For Gary, it wasn't just about stuff. It created pleasantness for his dad, gave Gary himself freedom and peace, let him watch the world differently, and led to these unique experiences. It fits right in with that deeper desire we all have for joy, peace, bliss, what Sadhguru calls pleasantness within and around us. Money, used consciously, can definitely help create that. It's using the external to boost the internal.
And Gary definitely enjoyed that boost. He bought a house, a motorbike, a Jeep. Mostly secondhand, though, showing that cautious side.
Smart. Sensible.
And he took several years off work, just lived off the interest. Back then, 6.5% interest on $1 million was about $65,000 a year. Pretty comfortable.
Not bad at all.
He said he loved the simple pleasure of watching people go to work in shitty weather. Just that feeling of freedom.
I can imagine.
And this freedom led to unexpected things, like getting asked to be a movie extra.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He was an alien covenant, apparently chosen for his height and his ugly appearance after makeup.
That's brilliant.
More recently, Mad Max Furiosa, riding bikes, had breakfast with Chris Hemsworth and his family, said George Miller was super approachable.
Wow, what experiences.
He admitted he'd never have even contemplated taking weeks off or something like that without the win. It really shows how abundance can totally change your life's path.
It really does.
Yeah.
It shows the possibilities that open up when your basic relationship with resources changes.
Yeah.
Gary didn't just hoard it. He chose experiences.
Right.
And that taps into what Sadhguru says about human capability. We can consciously direct our lives. Gary used the money not just to have, but to do, to experience, to expand his world. That shift is key.
And Gary is absolutely convinced manifestation was the key to that first win. So much so, he's working on the next one.
Oh, really? He's going again?
Yep. He has a specific target, $50,149,768.40 Aussie Lotto. He's got a new edited screenshot on his phone now. Looks at it every night.
Wow, very specific. Does he think he knows the secret now?
He points back to that first win, how after believing he'd let it go and didn't even know I'd done that. He mentioned hearing people like Jim Carrey say similar things, and you got to think about it and let it go.
The letting go again?
Gary thinks less is more. We overcomplicate it.
That idea is so crucial. Letting go. It's tough for many people. It's not giving up. It's trusting the process once you've set your intention. Sadhguru describes an unestablished mind, like a monkey, always jumping around, full of doubt, changing direction.
Yeah, sounds familiar.
If your mind's always wavering, trying too hard, second-guessing,
Yeah.
you create internal conflict. It's like rowing a boat with oars pulling opposite ways. You sabotage yourself.
Okay.
Gary's unintentional release, just forgetting about it, is such a great real-world example. No internal resistance. It allowed his whole system to align towards the goal.
That makes total sense. Don't get in your own way. And Gary also stressed, for that first win, when he looked at the fake bank statement, he felt like he had it, not just hoped for it.
Yes, the feeling state.
This feeling of already having it. That's core law of attraction stuff, right? Like in the Be Grateful article, if you constantly feel the lack, you just manifest more lack.
Precisely. You have to embody the feeling of abundance first.
And they mentioned Jim Carrey again, how he wrote himself that $10 million check.
Right, for acting services rendered.
Believed it, visualized it, felt it, would go up to Mulholland Drive and just sit there, convincing himself he was already a magic megastar. And then he got exactly that amount for the mask.
It's such a classic story. He wasn't just wishing. He was actively creating the internal state, the feeling, the belief of already being there.
Yeah.
When Sadhguru calls the mind a kalpavriksha, a mythical wish-fulfilling tree.
A wishing tree. Cool.
Yeah, he means exactly this. Your mind, when it's stable, focused, unwavering in belief, becomes that tree. But if you let in thoughts like, not possible, or I don't deserve it,
You're basically killing the tree.
you're pruning it before it can fruit. Simple, unwavering faith, free from doubt that lets your whole system organize towards the goal. It's about consciously using the power of your own mind and emotions.
Okay, so bringing this all together, for you listening, maybe you're hoping to manifest something, or maybe you actually win big. What's the takeaway advice?
What question?
Gary had some very practical tips for winners. First, get financial advice, especially if you're young. Don't assume $1 million sets you up for life.
Right, it's a magic head start, he called it.
Exactly. Needs careful handling, be conservative, maybe keep working to build more. And crucially, don't worry too much about it. Try to trust that everything's going to be okay. That calm approach again.
That calm trust is key, isn't it? For attracting it and for managing it once it arrives, Gary's advice shows that manifestation needs conscious action afterward. It fits with Sadhguru's point about controlled and properly directed action. Use the resources well, aligned with your goals, not driven by fear.
And for manifesting itself, Gary's advice, believe, 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 act as if you've got it in your daily life. Cut off negative thoughts.
Don't feed the doubts.
Yeah. He even said, try to get back to that childhood mentality, like believing in the Easter Bunny or Spider-Man. Easy belief, no cynicism.
Less overthinking.
Less is more, he repeated. And fundamentally, love yourself, believe in yourself. Then that Be Grateful article added another layer. The words, I accept, I deserve, I allow.
Ah, yes. Affirmations.
To welcome abundance, affirm you're worthy, and connect to that positive energy. Saying true prosperity comes from aligning thoughts, emotions, energy.
It's a really nice blend of practical steps and deeper mindset work.
Yeah.
Gary's advice and the spiritual insights point to the same thing. Balance.
How so?
Be crystal clear on what you want. Sadhguru stresses that. First, you must be clear. What is it you really want? Then, cultivate that powerful, unwavering belief, the childhood mentality. And then, take inspired action, but let go of the anxious need for a specific outcome.
Okay.
And don't let your past define your future. Just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it can't. As Sadhguru says, what hasn't happened till now can happen tomorrow through human will and a focused mind. Your job is just to strive without blocking yourself with negativity. Shape your inner world.
Wow. What a deep dive indeed. From Gary's edited bank statements and unexpected movie cameos to ancient yogic wisdom and modern manifestation ideas, we've seen how intention, belief, clarity, that letting go, it can all powerfully shape our reality. Whether you're aiming for a lottery win or just, more daily joy, the thread is clear.
Yeah.
Your mind is incredibly powerful, more than we usually think.
Absolutely. And Sadhguru's idea of the mind as a kalpavriksha, a wishing tree, when it's established and focused,
Yeah.
it's potent. It's not just about wishing. It's about becoming the kind of person whose inner world naturally creates their outer world.
Okay.
So maybe the final thought for you to chew on is this. If everything you truly desired and really committed to could manifest, if your mind could become your own wishing tree, what kind of world, both inside you and around you, would you actually choose to create starting today?
Thanks for watching True Talk Podcast.
And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.
See you in next video.